Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. Are you concerned about eating foods made with refined flour and sugar? In this video, I'll share what are refined flour and sugar, their health risks, refined versus whole grain flour, refined versus raw sugar, and whether or not you should ban them from your diet. To begin, wheat is a whole grain made of three parts: the bran, endosperm, and germ. Whole grain wheat flour is ground to make whole wheat flour, whole wheat bread flour, and pastry flour. Refining wheat removes the fiber-rich bran and the vitamin, mineral, and fat-rich germ. What remains is the starch-rich endosperm. Refined flour is known as all-purpose flour, pastry, cake, bread, and self-rising flour, and enriched wheat flour. Refined wheat flour can also be bleached or unbleached. Bleaching removes the yellow tint from refined flour. Wealthy people have eaten refined wheat flour for thousands of years. It's been less than 100 years since most people could afford refined flour. The same for refined sugar. Refined sugar comes from two sources: sugar cane and sugar beets. The sugar is extracted using water or diffusion, and the water evaporated, leaving the sugar crystals. Raw sugar is brown due to molasses and has some trace vitamins and minerals. Raw sugar is processed to remove the molasses and trace vitamins and minerals. When only the wealthy could afford refined flour and sugar, they had a higher risk of gaining weight, having type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases. Unlike refined sugar, refined flour provides some essential nutrients, especially if it has been enriched. Enriching replaces most vitamins and minerals lost by removing the germ. While enriching white flour adds back vitamins and minerals, it doesn't add back fiber. The bran's fiber slows digestion, can help you feel full longer, and helps prevent constipation. There are many myths surrounding flour and wheat, like gluten is bad, so flour and all foods made with flour are bad. Wheat is the root cause of obesity, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. Eliminate wheat, and you'll feel like a new person in no time. Wheat causes gut inflammation and leaky gut. It destroys good gut bacteria, and it causes brain fog and dementia. Unless you are allergic or sensitive to wheat, or have celiac disease caused by gluten in wheat, eating moderate amounts of wheat or refined flour foods has no known health risks. The problem for most people is not refined wheat flour. The problem is a diet high in low-cost, high-calorie, low-nutrition refined flour foods. Most highly processed refined flour foods are also high in chemical additives. Isolating chronic symptoms not related to celiac disease or wheat allergy is complicated by the presence of dozens of synthetic additives. Refined flour is a starch-rich carbohydrate. Diets high in carbohydrates can cause type 2 diabetes. Again, the problem is not refined flour. The problem is too many refined flour carbs. There's an old saying, "You are what you eat." This is one example how some Americans eat refined flour pasta. This is an example how some Southern Italians eat refined flour pasta. One can lead to weight gain, high blood sugar, and type 2 diabetes, while the other has little or no effect. Unlike refined flour, high sugar diets, whether it's raw, refined, or natural, can cause serious chronic diseases. Most people are aware sugar, a carbohydrate, raises blood glucose just like wheat and other carbs. For decades, health experts have warned about cutting back or eliminating natural and refined added sugars. Many Americans consume too much added sugars, averaging about 500 empty calories a day. Fad diets frighten people with sugar myths, like sugar is as addictive as opium. Natural sugars from fruit is as bad as refined sugar. Any amount of sugar causes weight gain. You can become a diabetic eating fruit. And sugar is the cause of obesity, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. There are serious health risks associated with diets high in added sugar, like weight gain, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver disease, chronic inflammation, and cardiovascular disease. Added sugars are also a leading cause of tooth decay. 1 cup of whole wheat flour has about 40 calories less than refined wheat flour. The main reason being whole wheat flour has about 4 times the fiber, and fiber provides 0 calories. Whole wheat flour also has slightly more protein than refined flour. Another major difference between whole wheat and refined wheat flour is its vitamin and mineral content. Even with enriching, whole grain flour has more iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and B vitamins. While both refined flour and refined sugar increase blood glucose, refined sugar increases blood glucose faster and has no essential nutrients. Unlike flour, 1 cup of sugar, whether raw or white, has about the same number of calories. It's 100% sugar with 0 fiber. Sugar also has 0 protein. Raw sugar provides some trace vitamins and minerals, compared to refined white sugar that is 100% sugar and has no essential vitamins or minerals. You now know why refined sugar is called empty calories. We now come to the big question. Should you completely ban refined flour and sugar from your diet? That's a question only you can answer. Self-proclaimed low-carb diet and nutrition experts will tell you to ban them immediately. Some claim refined flour and sugar are the root cause of all chronic diseases. Actually, they don't say refined flour and sugar are the root cause. They say they may be the root cause. They may be connected to weight gain, or they may not. They may cause metabolic syndrome, or they may not. They may cause type 2 diabetes, or they may not. They may cause cancer, or they may not. Why do they say may and not will? Because they have little or no proof of cause and effect for healthy people. Keep in mind that fad diets are marketed to people with serious chronic health conditions. Most of these health conditions are linked to poor diets high in processed refined flour and sugar foods. Obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases are not caused by eating a daily donut. They're usually caused by eating a diet providing too many calories and too many refined carbs. There's a difference between eating refined flour and sugar in moderation and living on a diet of refined flour and sugar. If you're healthy and eat mindfully, you can have your cake and eat it too. For overweight individuals needing 700 or 800 calories per meal, This 1,500 calorie meal is not eating mindfully. Mindful eating would be more like this 620 calorie meal. For this restaurant meal, refined flour and sugar equals 60% of total calories, or 225 grams of refined carbs. For this home-cooked meal, refined flour and sugar equals 35% of total calories, or 55 grams of refined carbs, a 75% reduction. Replacing refined sugar with so-called natural sugars, like honey and maple syrup, doesn't eliminate the risk of weight gain or diabetes. To maintain a healthy weight, you need to control carbs and calories. You must be mindful of the effect your whole diet has or will have on your health. Your diet comes down to choices, and they are choices only you can make. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching, and healthy eating.